Hi everybody, my name is Suzanne Hiron. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. This week's project is simple stamping. Simple stamping only uses ink, paper, and stamps, and I added a little bit of ribbon. Let's get started. Simple stamping doesn't mean it's not pretty. Doesn't mean it doesn't have a wow. So this week's card is going to use only inks and stamps, and it looks like this. So let's get started. First, our card base is the regular 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we'll set that aside. I've got a layer of cinnamon cider, and we're going to work with the top layer here. Now, to create the effect of the sunset, I made a mask out of some thin paper, some transparency here. So what I'm going to do, it's a bit bigger than the actual layer. So I'm going to tape it down with some washi tape to my work surface here. So only this mask is going to be taped. It won't touch the paper, so it won't tear the cardstock. And I'm going to be working with Bumblebee and Cinnamon Cider that are both in colors, in colors for this year. So I like to start with the lighter shade first. And these are our new blending brushes. I'm going to bring in a piece of copy paper just to make sure that I don't blotch it too much. And I'm going to start outside of the card and just brush it on in very gently. And you can always add more. But I like a light touch so that it doesn't blotch or create lines or swirls. So here's my Bumblebee. Now I'm going to go with the Cinnamon Cider and again start on my copy paper and just move in a circular motion here. Don't worry if it touches the outline because that can be cleaned. Add a little bit more. I don't want it too dark because my stamp is going to come over this bottom part of the image. And every card will be different. Now when you remove it, this is what you have. And you are ready to stamp. I used the smaller from the Corner Bouquet stamp set, which is a celebration set that you can get for free, the qualifying order. So I used the smaller image and I'm going to stamp it a little bit outside of my square, making sure to leave room for my greeting on the bottom. There we go. And the greeting I chose is from the Lovely You stamp set, and it reads, "Miles apart, but still in my heart." And isn't that appropriate these days when we can't see people we love because of social distancing? So I'm going to stamp this on the bottom. Now, if you're not confident in your stamping, you may want to stamp the greeting first before you work on your sunset scene. And now we're ready to put the card together. So we're going to layer this onto the cinnamon cider. Now you can use any adhesive of your choice. I'm using snail here because I still have quite a few in my stash. There we go. Bring back the card base, and before we assemble, I'm going to use the ribbon. Start with the cinnamon cider and cut a little bit of that. And I like to stick it on the back of my card so that I can tie the other layer of ribbon on top of it. So I'm going to kind of line it up here. We don't want to hide too much of the image. And you can cut the excess on the back. Now you're ready to adhere your layer to your card base. And I cut a little piece of bumblebee ribbon and another piece of the cinnamon cider and attach them together. Just a very simple knot that you can work here on your card. If you think it's too long, you just cut the tips at an angle here. And there you have it, our finished card. That was so simple, so fast to make, and it's perfect for any occasion. And with Valentine's Day coming up, this might be a good card to send to a friend. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being there.